Hey guys, Andy here. So, one second, I go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Just a minute. So, weeks ago, my grandma told me that she's got congestive heart failure and her health is declining. And given the situation here, she's got little to no appetite. She constantly coughs and wheezes, and she's practically bedridden. You know, she told me that it's it's only the first stages of congestive heart failure, but it could be days, weeks, or months before those final stages occur. For me, I've done all I can do for her, but there's nothing there's nothing more can be done here. So I talked to my assistant manager, Rob. He told me that his wife passed away not too long ago. I know it's gonna be hard for me, once my grandmother passes away, and then it'll be my uncle and myself living here. Since my uncle's job pays well, that he can pay off the mortgage, no doubt. Like I said, I've done all I can do for her, but there's nothing more can be done. Expect if you're a loved one have heart failure, it's important to plan for the future by knowing what to expect to be able to make the best decisions about your care and to ensure that needs and wishes are met. Well, there's treatments, but grandma can my grandma can't physically go to the doctor, so my guess, hospice might they might step in, but its progression, even the final stages of heart failure, proper care can keep people comfortable and help them make the most of the remaining time. So for me, my grandma has anxiety, and I think she had dementia 2 days ago. So it's one of the symptoms of congestive heart failure, no doubt. It could be like in the middle stages by now, but yeah, heart failure is a gradual weakening of the heart, which prevents the heart from pumping as well as it should. So grandma is weak; she can barely get up. So I can't do nothing. Can't do nothing much for her. I think if yeah, heart failure will continue to worsen. Yeah, it's over time, no doubt. So I can't can't care for her as much. For me, I do the best I can, you know. I do the best I can, but you, you know how that goes. Heart failure worsens over time, so symptoms are most severe during the final stages, causes fluid to build up in the body, shortness of breath, persistent coughing or wheezing. Well, grandma gained no weight because she's got little to no appetite left. And it's gonna be hard for me because it's gonna be rough on me, you know? It's gonna be rough on me. I knew I knew this day would come, you know? Just like my mom when the final stages of her life. Even my grandfather, no doubt. God rest his soul. And my mom, God rest her soul. And once grandma passes away, her, grandpa, and mom will be reunited in heaven. I do believe in heaven. I do believe in that. Yeah, depression. Yeah, anxiety. Yeah, grandma has anxiety because also confusion and whatnot. I help her out, and once she dies, I gotta make the arrangements. Well, cremation is cheaper because a standard funeral costs thousands of dollars up front. So cremation is cheaper that way. That's why I cremated my mom and my grandpa. So I guess I'll be doing that. Plus I gotta fill out grandma's obituary. Hey bud. Adrian Game, what's up, man? Right now. Thanks for joining my live stream. Treatment ends heart failure. There is a treatment though, but you know how that is. Well, 2 years ago, grandma had a pacemaker installed. Even her heart rate and oxygen level is normal, but congestive heart failure there's no cure for it. So that on the health declines at a slow rate, but it's over time, you know. But I think Craig and I can't do nothing much for her. Well, she was hinting about hospice taking care of her though, but hospice can come to the house every day and give her medication, but you know how that is. Mom and grandpa spend their final days at a hospice facility. Well, Rob told me that a doctor or a hospital needs to sign off on a patient transferred to a hospice facility. So, well, grandma needs to make that choice for herself. Treatments such as medication and healthy lifestyles can help people with heart failure live longer, more active lives. But grandma is weak. She can barely get up. So thanks, man. Appreciate that. What's that? Let's come right now. Hey, grandma. Having some soup, huh? Sure. that tonight. Yeah. I'll drink mine too. You. This and watch that. We did put this on your nightstand. Then straight, I got you. Yeah, I got you. What the hell? What the? Okay, man, what's up? Sorry. Having some soup right now too. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, as I was saying, it's gonna be weeks, weeks, or months. That's what I told Grandma. It's gonna suck for me because I got my whole life ahead of me. Yeah. I got it. Sure, I got it. Hey guys, I'm back. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Well, this comes first, you know. So they're drinking from a straw, obviously. Exactly. This is a moderator here. Hey, Drain, you're a moderator for my channel, for my live streams now. So, how long have I been doing YouTube? My inspiration was to entertain, and my inspiration was just to entertain. That was my inspiration, no doubt. Seems you're going through the ringer, my dear. Sorry, man. My heart goes. You. Thanks, Trey Nosh. It means a lot to me and my grandma. And it'll come a time when grandma won't be taking care of me or Craig. Only hospice would make her more comfortable because she can't suffer much longer here. She said, well, my grandma says I'm doing wonderfully to take care of her, but even I could even only I can do so much for her, you know. I can only do so much. So yeah. It says here it's important to understand your options and have conversation with your doctor and family about the types of care you want to receive. How's your day going? It's going great. It's my grandma. Yeah, Joey. It's my grandma, no doubt. Congestive heart failure. So, how was your weekend? Perfect. It was busy. So, Joseph, to bring up to speed here, my grandma has congestive heart failure. It could be days, weeks, or months before she passes on. You know. When a patient has a life expectancy of 6 months or less, they become eligible for hospice care. Yeah, it could be days or months. With soup. Hospice providers can also help the patient and family plan for future needs, possible scenarios. What flavor? Tomato soup, Bob, and tomato soup. I love that shit, man. They have unique expertise in assisting people with these issues. So, yeah, that's something else. So, yeah. So, yeah. It's hot, man. That's fucking hot. It's good, too. It's alright, man. It's alright. Yeah. I know it's gonna be hard on me when my grandma passes away, but I look on the bright side. She lived a long life, you know. My grandma lived a long life, but you know how that is. To the point where she's beyond weak, and I'm not a medical expert here, but she'll know when it's time. She'll know. It could be days or weeks when. It's an unfortunate fact of life. She'll live on with an all care about her memories. Exactly. She'll complete her circle of life when it's time, you know? And I left the bedroom door open. My guess you guys heard me crying in the kitchen. Because, after all, I cried about my grandma every night when she's like this because my grandma lived a good life. She raised 2 kids. She raised me. She took me in and my mom when my mom was too sick to pay the pay rent. So grandma took me and my mom in. I moved in way back in like 2016. Yeah, I moved in and I spent the rest of rest of high school, the college, no doubt, and my first job. So grandma watched me grow up, you know, and I remember she held me in her arms when I was little. But her day of passing will come. I don't know when it's going to be, but when when my grandma goes into hospice, it only be a matter of time before her passing. And I remember when my grandma was at hospice with my mom, she grandma watched mom took her last breath. Just make sure you spend lots of time with her whilst you can. Just for me, I spend a lot of time with her though. For me, I don't ignore my feelings. Sure, once my grandpa passes away, I'll cry and then I'll get over it. But it'll still be there though. Her spirit will live on forever. Same thing with mom. Same thing with grandpa, no doubt. It's gonna be tough for me, you know. It's gonna be tough since I'm 22 years old, and I remember when my grandpa passed away. It was just before Christmas back in 2016, no doubt, and it was sad for me because my grandpa was my best friend, no doubt. He loved me, I loved him, but his his day of passing came, and then my mom, and then now my grandmother. And I know for a fact that death and life are a part of God's plan. Love transcends all life, Death transcends. Yeah, love transcends all life, from birth until death. And I know for a fact that I try to make grandma, I try to make grandma more comfortable, but only I could do so much. I do have an outside life. I have a part-time job and also I have online school, no doubt too. And and possibly that once my grandmother passes, I'll put my life back in order because of the pandemic and whatnot. My life has been put on hold. The only thing keeping me busy is my part-time job, no doubt. For me, I'll get my life, I get my life in order again. I'll make a promise to Grandma on when she passes away. I'll say, Grandma, I'll get my life back together. And yeah, believe me. Well, at least I have her and her. For me, it's been tough without Grandma around. For me, I learned how to take care of myself when I was 18 years old. For me, I'll be making my effort. and taking my life back in order. It could be my grandma's final wish, before she passes on. I do all I can despite the situation here. I still have my part-time job. I've worked there for about 3 or 4 years now. So that's all I have right now. Yep. Soup's spilling on me, dude. It's good. It's good making a concerted effort. Yeah, that's for sure. My grandma wouldn't have wanted her suffering like this. She spent Christmas and birthdays and other holidays with me and Craig. But once she passes away, holidays won't be the same, but still, her, mom, and grandpa will be watching over me. Then Cosmo Paradise, what's up, man? I'm just telling about my grandmother. I know it's gonna never affect that I won't be lost without her. You know, she's guided me. Her mom and grandpa guided me along throughout my life. Let's finish my stream now. Congrats, man. Cosmo, thanks, man. Appreciate that. My grandma loves me. I love her the most. But she can't stay alive forever. I don't know how long it's going to take. Like I said, it could be days, months. It could be days, weeks, or months. Possibly down the road that Craig and I had to make the arrangements. That's like months, like months away. But I don't know how long that grandma continues to suffer like this. I hate grandma when she suffers. For me, she had a near-death experience because all that blood in her lungs and her heart. It could have been there and then. But she had a pacemaker installed and she cheated death. But I know how that is. Ever since she told me she had congestive heart failure, that I'm pretty sure that, like I said before, Craig and I can't take care of grandma as much. Just bring her food and look after her. When Craig's at work, I keep an eye on her, but it sucks. And so I'm about to cry too because of this. Oh my god, man, this sucks. Sounding good, German bloke. I'm sure your great grandson had some food on. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Thanks for the compliment, by the way, too. Josh is right, guys. I'm a perfect grandson, you know. She's a perfect grandmother. She's a saint. So their sister, Jeanette, no doubt. But once Grandma passes on, I gotta tell Jeanette, gotta tell Dad, gotta tell everybody, you know. And once Grandma passes away, you gotta take care of her accounts like Amazon and SiriusXM and her bank. I know for a fact that's gonna be tough because after all, yeah. So I guess her phone plan, the plan that I'm on, has transferred over to Craig maybe, but I'll cross the bridge and get to it. You know, it's gonna be tough on me and Craig. Plus, I guess when she's when well, only if she's at the hospice facility, Craig and I have to make time for out of our schedule to visit her. You know, but since I have 4 days a week of work, Craig, however, it's just like that. But you know how that is. For me, once Mom died, my heart was broken. My heart sank. Let me tell you. But for Grandma, however, like I said, she lived a good life. You know, she wasn't only a good wife, but a good mom to both my mom and uncle, and a grandmother to me, and a great sister to Jeanette as well too. And it's gonna suck, I know, but for me, September for me, my grandma doesn't have that long. It's long. It's long gone. The hospital done all they can do, but now she can't physically go to the doctor, no doubt. This is gonna suck for me yet too. And she's gonna cook for me. So for me, for me. I'm learning how to cook. You know, I cook up hash for breakfast. Hey, bro. Hey, Kyle. What's up, man? It's about my grandmother. You know, Kyle, let me bring her to speed here. My grandmother has congestive heart failure, no doubt. I put this bowl down. It's still warm as hell, dude. But so Kyle, it's about my grandmother. She had congestive heart failure. It's not curable. It's not curable. According to this website called Samaritan life enhancing care, no doubt. And there's no cure for congestive heart failure. Her health is deteriorating. For me, I can no longer. Well, for me, I do the best I can. Yeah, I was just seeing this coming. When she told me about a few weeks ago about this, I was genuinely afraid about this because, after all, it's part of life. It could be days, weeks, or months. I'm saying months, but that could change. Besides, I only do I only do so much for them, And once she dies, I got to let everybody know. My internet, my dad, everybody. And Drainage told me that it's an unfortunate fact of life. She will live on within all who care about her. For me, my uncle, my dad, his wife Carolyn, everybody at my job, and all my family. Gary, Sydney, Cliff, Trish, everybody on both sides of the family. On my side of the family, my grandma's side of the family. I know for a fact that she's suffering. She's about 89, 90 years old. That's my guess. I think my grandpa died at the age of 88. She had a pacemaker installed, no doubt, but it can only do so much for her. It can only do so much. Well, yeah, 49 minutes in. I know this Valentine's is supposed to be a happy moment, but not my family, no doubt. I cried in the kitchen with grandma, I might cry too. See right there? These aren't fake tears, no doubt, guys. These are real tears, no doubt. I'll miss her. Shit. I know I hate to cry on my live stream, but I can't help that. No, I can't help that. This is like I'll be right back.
Jacob, you already say hi to me. I don't be pissed off right now. All right. Jacob, you already said hi once to me already.
For me, I'm going through a lot right now, Jacob. I don't want you to piss me off, alright?
Yeah. Jacob Yarn said hi to me, so he said hi to everybody in the chat once before. Yeah, don't make. No, I think. Let's see. I'm about to put in the time. I'll put the user and live stream timeout like that too. how I feel. Yeah, you said that already, Jacob. You already said that. Let's see. What the? Is my live stream still going? It was Samuel DBR. Yeah, listen, guys, I've got to go. See you guys.